Hello friends, welcome back. My name is Mariah. Excited to say that it is now 2025. With that being said, I figured I'd go ahead and do my TBR for 2025 before we get started. If you enjoy my content, please make sure to like and subscribe. Lets me know that you enjoy watching me. Last year I did 35 books, and this year I'm only going to do 40, mostly because I don't want to push myself to the point where I'm like struggling to keep up. I'm keeping it at 40 books for this year, and I've already picked out 10 books that I'm gonna do for 2025. Now these books I can read whenever, they just have to be done in 2025. These are the books that I really want to read because I've seen so many people talk about them, and I would like to, actually read them. So without further ado, I'm gonna stop yapping and we'll get into the first book. The first one is Light Lark by Alex Astor. I've heard a lot of people talk about this book. I feel like this was really popular in 2024. And then I believe like the third book came out in 2024. So I'm pushing myself to read this series. It's about these gods who every year they come together to fight on an island. It's survival, and they're all trying to break their curses. I bought it. I've yet to read it. I would like to get to it. Bride by Ali Hazelwood. I'll say it time and time again. I love her writing. I love the way she does this. This is like Twilight, but she's a vampire, he's a werewolf. They come from opposing territories. What more could you ask for? I've literally been told to read this book so many times. My goal is to read all of her books. This is on my list. The next one was a recommendation, If We Were Villains by M.L. Rio. It says, this is a rare and extraordinary novel, a vivid rendering of the closed world of a conservatory education, a tender and harrowing exploration of friendship, and a genuinely breathtaking literary thriller. What more could I ask for, right? Randy has been telling me that I need to read this because she's read it and she loved it. So most of the books that she's told me to read have been really good so far. So Randy, I'm taking your advice and I'm putting this on my TBR. So I will read this sometime this year. I promise, for you. The next one is What the River Knows by Isabel Ibanez. Most of the YouTube videos, booktubers that I watch, they've read this book and they talk about how good it is. This book, it says, a divine exploration, a deadly secret, a desire she can't escape. So yeah, I had to. It was also book of the month for the month of November. Excited about this one. I'm really excited about all of these. I was actually looking at it, and I think all the books that I picked out, besides maybe two, which are going to be the next two I show you, all have black covers. The next one is Frederick Backman, A Man Called Ove. The only thing that I know about this book is it's going to make you cry. The synopsis is basically a grumpy old man, new neighbors move in, kind of shake up his world, and kind of try to show him that life is sweeter when shared with people that you meet. So I'm gonna read this and I'm gonna try and like see if it's almost the same as A Man Called Otto, because I love that movie. I thought that movie was really good, really sweet, a little heartbreaking. The next one I feel like has been on my a couple of my TBR piles, but I will get to this book, and that is The Hawthorne Legacy, which is the second book in the Inheritance games. I need to read this. I need to finish this story. I feel like I've talked about it enough, but I need to get through this. I miss this world of mystery. I need to know what happened, because the first book left on a cliffhanger of something I did not expect coming. So now I need to finish the series. So I have so many series I'm in the middle of. The next one is also one I've had on my TBR prior that I've not gotten to, because I look at it and it truly intimidates me, but it's only like 460 something pages. But it is The Crooked Kingdom by Leigh Bardugo. This is the second book in the Six of Crows. I had to remember what the first book was called. Six of Crows series. So I need to finish this. I need some Jasper in my life, so I need to get back into this world. So this is also on my list of books to read. We're gonna get to it. This next one I'm actually really excited about, because I bought the first one of one series, but the way that it goes, you're supposed to read this series before you read another series, because they kind of go world hand in hand, but it is Caraval by Stephanie Garber. Heard wonderful things about this, but you're supposed to read this before Once Upon a Broken Heart, so I am going to get into the Caraval series and see what it's all about. See if it really, you know, intrigues me, because I think most of the videos that I've seen of people talking about it, they just go, yeah, that's really good. And then they start talking about Once Upon a Broken Heart, so I'm just like, is it good if you're not really talking about it? Now I need to know what all the hustle and bustle is about. This next one, I've seen people say her name differently, but to me I feel like it's T. Kingfisher, but I've heard people say Kinfisher, so I don't know. But this is A Sorcerer Comes to Call by T. Kingfisher. This is another creepy retelling. I love her writings, I love her retellings, I love the creepy aspect to it because fun fact about me, I love Halloween. My birthday's in October. I always used to love to dress up and that kind of stuff, so I love the creepy. I cannot watch horror movies. I just have a really overactive imagination, and I scare very easily. If I watch a scary movie, it's likely to give me nightmares, so I cannot do it. Sorcerer Comes to Call by T. Kingfisher. I need to get to reading all of her work. We've come to the last and final book of my 2025 TBR. Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson. My husband has been just blatantly saying that I need to stop reading everything else and just read this book. I just need to get into the series. But my problem is, I have seen what it's done to him. It has put him in a reading slump, like a major reading slump. And I'm just like, I don't know if I can go through that, you know? Like, I've seen the turmoil that it has brought him, the trauma, the pain. My husband doesn't cry very often, and these books have made him cry. So, needless to say, I'm a little scared. So they're a little intimidating for me. We'll see. That this is obviously number 10 because it's probably gonna be last on the list. But I think my goal is I'll probably end up writing them on little sheets of paper and then putting them in my jar of fate and then picking them out at random so I'm forced to read them. Yeah, I'm excited. You made it this far. Let me know in the comments what book you think I should read first out of all of these, because as of right now I have no idea. Because they're all intriguing to me. I'm also like, where do I begin, you know? Thank you so much for sticking around and watching my video. I hope that you enjoyed, but until next time, friends, bye. I don't even know if we're surprised. Wait a second. Oh my gosh, what is his name? I don't even know how you say that word. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Off on my little tangent. Videos,